Okay, so we're wasting no time. I immediately went right over to the Final Fantasy 16 trailer. Final Fantasy 16 dominance. Now, unlike Street Fighter, I've been playing Final Fantasy 16 since I was like born. Oh, Final Fantasy 16. I've been playing Final Fantasy since I was born. Bro, look at like everything about this state of play is beautiful. I love how the devs like for Final Fantasy 15 were like, "Yo, these summons look cool. Let's make a game out of them." Or like focus on them.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
It definitely looks like Final Fantasy. I'll tell you that for free. Wait, what? We getting laid in Final Fantasy 16? I love how it's like you see a setting of like war, you know? Like a vintage style war, you know what I mean? Like that aesthetic is cool for Final Fantasy. I gotta turn this down a little bit for me. I hope that's not too loud on the pickup. Shiva, oh, you know. Ice Queen. Elsa who? Phoenix. Titan. Garuda. Rama. Shiva. Odin. Oh wait. Oh, is the choir singing out the summon names? I didn't notice that the first time. That's so dope, dude. My dream is to get like I want to fill my wall. Look at the main character. I want to fill my wall with all of the like logos of Final Fantasy one day. Summer 2023. Like I'm so like bro, my bank account is going to hate me come 2023. Street Fighter. I got no business buying a bunch of Street Fighter stuff since I don't play fighting games. Well, I do now, but Final Fantasy coming out, and you already know I'm getting the collector's edition of that next game. Where was the shot? Where was the shot of the main character? Boom! Look at him. I am surprised that there was no Final Fantasy 7. Oh no, I'm not surprised, but I guess I'm like kind of gutted that there was no Final Fantasy 7 Part 2. Like no mention at all, which is fine. We're gonna have to get through Final Fantasy 16 first before we get anything from Final Fantasy 7 Part 2. Unfortunately, like Final Fantasy 7 was just outside of my like my gamer era, I guess, gamer age. And it was like a game where it's like if you didn't play it, you weren't even a real Final Fantasy fan. But like I shit you not, the very first Final Fantasy game I played was 8. And then I continued on from there. I even went back and played, because when Dissidia dropped, I was in like secondary school, I think, or something. And that made me want to go back and play the other games. So I played like a bit of 1, 2, I think I skipped 3 and 4. Played 6. 6 to this day is probably my favorite Final Fantasy game of all time. And like I skipped 3, 4, then I skipped 7. I don't know why. I don't know what caused me to just not play 7. I think I wanted to play at a good time or something and like dedicate some proper time to it, and I just never got around to it. Everything about the game was spoiled for me at this point in time, you know what I mean? Oh, I have Remake 7. 7 Remake, but I haven't even beaten it yet. That's how sad it is. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait for 16. Final Fantasy fans, I don't know if we're eating good, but we're eating pretty nice. There was 3 main things that stood out to me, and I'm watching them in no specific order. But alright, let's go to Resident Evil 4.